We celebrate the 400-year anniversary of the first American whiskey made here in Virginia with this release of our Distiller's Reserve Straight Bourbon Whiskey. When we started this distillery, John O'Mara, my business partner, and I, we were dead set on making whiskey. And it was a long time coming, but I'm glad the day is finally here when we can introduce to the public a 4-year-old bourbon that's bottled in bond, because it's the highest quality spirit we've made so far, and it tastes great. Quality and consistency is key here at KO Distilling. So we have very detailed quality management techniques that we use from start to finish, but all along the way, we're making sure the product is gonna be of the highest quality and consistency and have the best possible flavor.
We do take a pride in our fermentation process. We do try and keep everything temperature controlled and keep the quality and consistency in with our fermentation process. So a lot has to do with the yeast that we use, the temperatures that we hold it at. Both of those do coincide with a lot of the flavors that you do pull out. Going with the specific temperature radius, we do pull out specific flavors from our yeast, and we also do keep it alive because a lot of yeast do hold specific temperatures to keep active.
Yeast is used to consume the sugars in the grain to make the alcohol for the basis of all of our whiskeys. Here at KO, we use classic distiller's yeast because it allows us to control the consistency and maintain it from batch to batch. A lot of other brands will use specialty yeast, which can provide other flavors. The classic distiller's yeast really lets us focus on the flavor of our grain and control that flavor from batch to batch to make sure it's great all the way through.
Here at KO Distilling, we focus on the smallest details. Even the water is a priority for us. You have to add distilled water to the product. And when that's the majority of the bottle, any off-putting flavors, anything that's not perfect is going to reveal itself in the final product.
For the Distiller's Reserve, we use 53-gallon New Chart American white oak barrels from Kelvin Cooperage. These barrels are really traditional quality craft barrels that are toasted and charred to a level 3 over natural wood burning fires. This process gives it a really good quality and depth of flavor.
Here at KO Distilling, we use corn, wheat, rye, and malted barley. Our grains are 100% Virginia grown. The grains use doesn't end with us. We take what's known as spent grain and donate to local farmers to feed their animals.
Distiller's Reserve is pretty interesting bourbon. I remember my first tasting notes before I came to work here. I wrote that this is going to be really, really good. It's good now, but it's going to be great later on, and we've reached that point.
If somebody were to ask me what sets KO Distilling apart, and specifically our bottled and bond Distiller's Reserve, I would say that we do everything right here on site. We mill, mash, ferment, distill, barrel, and bottle right here on site. We pride ourselves on doing everything in-house. We enjoy the fact that we do everything from grain to glass, and it's done by our hands.
We're very excited to be releasing our first 4-year-old bottled and bond bourbon product. We're anxious to hear what you think about it. And it is, in fact, Virginia grown, Virginia made, and a grain to glass spirit. Enjoy.